Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live. I'm Trisha Swenson, joining you this Thursday morning, July 15th. Can you believe it? We're already halfway through the month. It's going so fast. So many fun things going on this summer. Summer always breezes by here in the Vail Valley. We cherish every single moment of it, rain or shine. We had some rain yesterday, cooled some things off quite a bit, but we could always use the rain. So we welcome it no matter what. But thanks for joining us. We'll be with you for about 90 minutes this morning, or maybe a little bit longer. You can watch us live right here on Vail Daily Live, vaildaily.com, or also on YouTube and Facebook. And then don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube and also get the alerts on Facebook so you know when we go live at any time. And then also, if you want to catch us later on in the day, or if you want to tell people to watch a certain interview, you can do so by going to Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, as well as YouTube and Facebook. So a couple different ways to check out what's going on in the Vail Valley. We want to let you know what's happening today, this weekend, this month, next month. So many fun things happening throughout the summer. It's hard to keep track of it all. So we try to do that for you. So we're basically your concierge of fun and activities and events that are happening here throughout the Vail Valley. And we throw a little news in there too with the Vail Daily headlines. I want to make sure you stay in touch with our community through our newspaper, which is celebrating its 40th year this year. But today on the show, we're actually going to have Ty with Josiah Middaugh. So Josiah is an Xterra athlete. He's been doing this race that'll be happening this weekend for years and years, and pretty much qualifies every single season for the big world championships in Maui. So we're going to get his take on this weekend's race on his home turf. We'll also talk to Brett O'Mara. She is with the bands Meadowlark and Spinfony. They'll be playing up at Beaver Creek this summer for Zuzamen and for a few other things going on. And then Mackenzie Hanna with Craniology. We'll be talking to Ken Hovey, and Ken will be checking in from all sorts of locations up at Beaver Creek, and Ty will be live from Avon. We'll also give you some weather details and let you know how you can plan your day based on what we have in store. So, and we also wanted to invite you to be part of our show. We can play your pictures, we can play your videos, as long as it's rights-free music. We can show what you've got going on with your video, if you're doing a little dance or doing a little routine or anything. So go to vaildailylive.com/submit, and you can easily submit right from your phone, or you could submit from your computer if you want to copy and paste a link, or just upload photos, upload videos. But we want to see what you have in store, especially a lot of the wildflowers that are out there right now, some amazing sunsets we've had with that little bit of haze from the smoke in the sky. We're seeing some pretty cool things out there. So share it with us, and we'll share it with our viewers. And Rachel's behind the controls today. Rachel, do we have anything we want to share today?
We could go to the Instagram page.
Okay, let's check with the Instagram. We had a chance to check in with a few things going on. You could also tag us on Instagram. You know, a lot of people love our Vail Live page in the paper. But yeah, you could see what's going on. Eagle Climbing and Fitness. They've always got fun things happening down there in Eagle. Such a great gym, a great amenity for the community. And it's also not just a climbing gym, it's a workout center as well. And the Bernese Mountain Dogs, they're always in. Let's see what they've got going on. Oh, it looks like somebody's been cooling off in the water. All right, the Burner Babes of Vail. Yep, always great to see those photos. And then somebody's doing some barbecuing. We got to tell Sean Naylor about this. Nap Harvest. Awesome. Look at this. Today's your last chance. All right. They were going to have their barbecue competition, but they decided to hold off until either later in the season or next year for Eagle Flight Days. So, but Nap Harvest, they do such a good job with all their honey and their different products that they grow right here in our valley. So make sure you check that out. But let's check in with some of our remote talent hanging out outside. Who do we go to first, Rachel?
Ty Diaz.
All right, Ty Diaz, coming to you live.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Oh, hello.
Yes.
You're okay. You're in Josiah Middaugh's living room.
This is the playground. We're training all month. Last month was happening for the Xterra events that are happening, the triathlon experience that's happening this weekend. But Josiah Middaugh was doing some a 6-course training in this lap pool, just working on with beginners and with intermediate athletes right here in this very pool. This is the training ground, like you're saying, and this location is the athletic club at the Western Riverfront in Avon.
Okay, yep, I know. Like Josiah, he's known for all the different courses that he teaches, and he's so generous with his time and his talent, really helping people get into the sport. Maybe they've never done it, maybe they really want to get to the next level. So it's amazing what he does and what he can share at the athletic club at the West End.
They were working on here some of the tips like breathing, head and body position, reducing drag, increase propulsion in the water. And this pool here is saline, and to have Josiah Middaugh as your coach is definitely a pleasure and an opportunity for those that are a huge fan that have grown up with Josiah. And so this past month to train for the big event that's happening this weekend, this is the location where that took place. Yeah. But noticing on social media, Trisha, right here, Xterra Beaver Creek, today being Thursday, there's a bike night that's happening where you get to experience the celebrated trails of Beaver Creek and Xterra with the Xterra family and get out there and just see what it's like for yourself. And you've done something similar to this point.
Yeah, you know what? I had a chance to participate in the Xterra sprint version, and I was just the biker. I didn't do the swimming. You don't want me on your swim team, and not the running either. But it's really cool that you could do this as a team. You know, maybe you excel at swimming, and you're the swimmer, you're the anchor for that swimming team. But Ty, I'm glad you mentioned that Xterra mountain bike night, because it's going to support the local nonprofit, the Cycle Effect, and Tam Donaldson. She was a former Xterra pro. She's now one of the Eagle County coaches for the Cycle Effect, along with her husband, Brett. You can ride along with these team members and these girls that are in the Cycle Effect. So this is going to be really cool. Registration is required to come and ride for this, but it should be a lot of fun.
You can do that on xterraplanet.com if you care to be a part of that experience this evening. And it happens between 5 and 8 p.m. right there in Beaver Creek. That's the view that's behind me there.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you know what? Have you ever been down there, Ty, when they've been when the swimmers are all getting ready? You know, it's pretty cool to see how they transition from the swimming, and then they zip off the wetsuit. They're going straight to the bike. They don't even get a chance to dry off. They're just drying off in the air. It's pretty crazy down in Avon.
Many seasons we've covered reports from there, from the swimming to the biking and to the running portion, and then at the finish line, maybe a little bit of a haircut in the end, also towards a good cause.
Yes, I know. I love when they bring out the Paul Mitchell. Their hairdressers will be there. For $15, you can get a haircut. That's the donation, or you could pay a little more, and that's going to go to the Challenged Athletes Foundation. But yeah, Paul Mitchell, they've always been such a big supporter of Xterra. They kind of go hand in hand. Every year when I hear Xterra's coming, I'm like, oh, do I need a haircut? Ty, are you going to get one?
You know, and it's time. I'm sure you can tell. But if you care to be a part of this evening's biking with the Xterra this evening, with the Xterra family, and the support of the good cause, log on to xterraplanet.com. Let's see how Ken's doing, Trisha.
Okay, yep, we're going to take it up to Ken. Ken is just up the hill from where Ty Diaz is standing, that West End lobby, the pool. It all looks up at Beaver Creek, and Ken Hovey is standing by. Ken, let me guess, you've already been hiking this morning.
Kinda. I could lie to you and say, yes, I've done a monster hike, but it was a little bit of vehicle assist getting up here this morning. I have seen hikers already this morning. And Trisha, I am so happy. I have a camera person. She is awesome.
I know. I told Noelle to bring running shoes because she'd be chasing after you going uphill.
He has running shoes on. I did not notice that. But as we stopped here, we were talking about getting shots, and I was like, Noelle, this is going to be a great shot because it doesn't matter what I talk about. People will look at this and be like, man, what an amazing shot. And 30 seconds later, a woman, Val, I took her photograph, stopped right here. And she was like, can you believe this view? She was just so excited. And so are we. We're excited to bring these views to you. We are live up in Beaver Creek, just above the stables. The weather is perfect. Great to see Ty. He is over yonder down in Avon while we're making our way up into Beaver Creek. Trisha, I was checking out events. You caught me. I was using my cellular technology while I was up here for tonight's events. Thursday night, Moving Groove is taking place. This is just dancing. They have dance lessons. That's from 7 to 9 down in Beaver Creek. Also tonight, one of my favorite comedians. I used to watch him on Saturday Night Live, Rob Schneider. If you're familiar with the Water Boy, you can do it. You know that guy, right?
Yes.
And, he was also one of my favorites in 50 First Dates.
Yes.
Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler. He was the crazy Hawaiian fellow with like 19 kids and a wild blue eye, always getting into trouble. Anyway, he's going to be down there at the Villar Center. Rob, if you're watching this morning, be fun to see you.
I know.
And then Trisha, one more thing before we get to our Betteridge weather. Oh, where did it go on here? Anyway, it's Saturday. There it is. Silent Disco. Trisha, I get so excited. It is a free event. If you do not know what Silent Disco is, I'll just show you. Everybody quiet.
Yeah.
You're talking, Trisha. You're not supposed to make a noise. Anyway, that is Silent Disco. You put headphones on, and you're the only one that can hear the music, and you dance with people, and everyone walking around you. That's what they're looking at, right? It's pretty funny. So that would be fun. That is all taking place at Beaver Creek. You know what it's time for, though, Trisha Swenson?
What?
The weather. I believe it's weather time.
Yes, it is.
Let's bring it up. I blew it the other day. Take a look at this, by the way. Just the sunshine coming up. I did kind of mess it up. I didn't think we were going to get the heavy rains like we did. You know, we're calling for sunshine, some clouds in the afternoon. No, that didn't happen. Yesterday, just got plowed with moisture, especially down valley. Up here on the mountain, if you're doing that hike first thing, make sure that you're prepared for some wet feet. That's as long as I could go. See, I walked away right there for you, Rachel, just to look at the monitor for my Betteridge and couldn't find it. So, Trisha, I'll send it back to you. You've got your weather and mountain report. I'm going to continue. You know what? Not going up. We're going to go down. We're going to visit Beaver Creek Stables next and find out what's going on with the horses, what they're chewing on. Why the long face?
Yeah. Well, Ken Hovey is our resident horse whisperer. He's going to find some friends down by the Beaver Creek Stables. And our weather today, we're going to see a beautiful morning for you and really nice mild temperatures. This temperature is for Vail for a high around the mid 70s and really a lot of sunshine. And they're saying clear throughout the day. And if we can, Rachel, can we switch? Can we look from between Vail and then the temperature down in Eagle? So that just shows you a little bit of what we experience here. The higher elevations of Vail, they're going to be 74, Eagle 80. So that just shows you when you travel west, when you travel down in elevation, it'll be just a bit warmer for you out there. And temperature wise right now, what we're seeing is Eagle's at 45 and so is Vail. Edwards is 45 as well and 46 for Avon. Denver already up into the 57-degree range, so much warmer on the front range as we look at temperatures for right around 713 this morning. But the next couple of days are going to look like this. So we'll see clear throughout the day once again. And then for Friday, a few clouds, more clouds rolling in, mostly cloudy. You know, we had that cloud cover yesterday, which really just kind of kept things nice and cool. And then on Saturday, same kind of thing. A few clouds, about a 28% chance of showers. And then for Sunday and Monday, looking good. We're climbing in temperatures, though. Check that out. 81 for Sunday and 80 for Monday. And once again, this is for Vail. It'll be a little warmer down valley. But what a beautiful morning. Just seeing Ken Hovey up on that trail. I could just kind of feel how crisp and cool the air would be. I know what he's talking about with the grass being a little wet from all that moisture yesterday, but it inspires me. Like, I wish I could get out and hike right now because usually in the afternoons, I'm either too hot or too tired. So if you're going to go out there today, get out there in the morning, especially if you're doing something like a mountain bike ride that's a little more exerting or a harder hike. It's good to get those things out before it gets hotter later on today. But want to thank Betteridge for this weather and mountain report. Betteridge, fine watches and jewelry since 1897. And we've got a lot more coming up. We're going to be checking in with Ty Diaz in Avon, Ken Hovey back up at Beaver Creek. I think he'll be to the horses by the next time we see him. So stay with us on Vail Daily Live.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For, is this the one? Or let's just see one more. But closing, finally closing. your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Time now to take a look at headlines and what made headlines in today's Vail Daily for Thursday, July 15th. On the cover, you could say a beautiful day for hanging out. A hang glider drifts after jumping off Bellyache Ridge on Tuesday in Edwards. The spot is a popular one to get some air. Yeah, if you're going to be biking maybe down Highway 6, take an eye to the sky and you might see one of these guys hang gliding through that popular area. But on the cover today, Westville plan progressing. Public gets a look at new drafts envisioning one large grocery store, more housing, but participation from partners will be required. Learn more about this on page A3. Also in today's news, the steep cost of living in the mountains. This is a new series called Work Here, Live Here that we're doing in the Vail Daily. It'll be a weekly series on Eagle County's workforce that takes a hard look at the challenges facing locals when it comes to making it in the mountains. Learn more about this on page A2. Also in today's paper, we have Avon Mall's use on tax construction material, potential community housing revenue source could be on a ballot in the next 2 years. So if you're concerned about what's going on in Avon, this story is on page A5. And then we also have in courts news, cops and courts, the Arvada man who led police on a drug-related chase was sentenced. The Arvada man who led Eagle County Sheriff's Department on a chase out of Eagle, throwing bags of methamphetamine out the window as he went, took a plea deal on Wednesdays. You can learn more about this on page A13. And then Gypsum Days returns. We have a lot of people excited for the concerts that are going on, the youth talent show, the parade. So you can find out the details in today's Vail Daily on that. So check it out. If you miss a day, you miss a lot. If you miss the Vail Daily, you can always pick up your free copy all throughout newspaper dispensers from East Vail all the way down through Gypsum, or just go online. You can actually read the whole paper page by page if you want to check out some of the ads, or you can read story by story. It's all at vaildaily.com. Up next, Ty Diaz. He's standing by in Avon. I think he's made his way from the Weston. Yep, there he is. Oh, you made your way to the other water in Avon. You made it from the Weston pool to the lake.
Well, this is the beach area where the Xterra begins as far as the swim portion. And many years, many seasons, we've seen this area converge with swimmers getting their 1 mile lap in, the men's and women's, the individuals and relay of this event beginning here. But this morning, Tricia, if you notice out on the water, we already have some kayaking and some stand-up paddleboarding, just people taking in that morning stroll on this glistening mirrored reflection pool of this water, Harry Nottingham Park in Avon. Ty Diaz here in Avon, giving you a look at the weather. And as you can see, I'm kind of covered with some sunshine and the leaves shadowing on my face of this tree. Temperatures this morning, I imagine, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet. I'll do that right now to find out the current temperature. 43 degrees, mostly sunny is what my smart device is sharing with me here in Avon right now. But you're probably wondering about our sky conditions being, we were picking up a lot of haze atmosphere, noticing more west of me, a little bit in there, but the breeze is blowing it on out. We're finding those clearer skies, not even the cloud formation as far as the moisture side of things. High temperatures today, up and down the valley, in ranges of the mid to upper 70s. Some areas could pick up the 80s, keeping that wind speed with us at times upwards of 11 miles per hour. And this morning, nice and cool start. It feels really good right here in Harry Nottingham Park. It makes for excellent views of the waters here of the lake. Going to keep sunshine around, and how is this going to affect the exteric events that are happening in Beaver Creek? Well, rain or shine, I understand these events tend to happen. And with that said, a muddy look goes along with that as well. But this morning, if you take a look around, we're finding some playful activity in Harry Nottingham Park. But this is also the location after the swim portion of Harry Nottingham Park and Xterra is the biking portion. And that's where this area here will be completely covered with the bike racks and the team members kind of assembling getting the racers onto their next stage of Xterra weekend here in Beaver Creek and in the Eagle County area. This weather is brought to you by the town of Avon, the heart of the valley. Now back to you, Tricia.
Okay, well, Ty, it sounds like there's a bit of a breeze. I can kind of catch it in your microphone. How does it feel out there?
Oh, this feels wonderful. I mean, this is one of those like great hair days, kind of a thing for me where I don't know what I'm describing other than it feels really, really refreshing. But paired with a cup of coffee, get outside. This is definitely the place to be. It feels really good. I guess you can hear it. The microphone's right here, so that's probably what you're picking up as
Okay.
the wind kind of cuts across me. But I mean, at the same time, just kind of a magical look of it as well. If you kind of notice what's going on with, I don't know how to describe the beach grass that's growing on over here. But tomorrow morning with this breeze, definitely a cold start for a swim. But with the right gear and those athletes, it'll still make for a great time.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, Ty, thanks for that weather and a look at the stand-up paddle boarders, people that are out there. Some people hike in the morning. Some people decide to get out and do a little paddle boarding. And don't forget, you can paddle on up to live music. We have Sunset Live happening right where Ty Diaz is on that backside of the Avon Performance Pavilion on Sunday nights. And speaking of live music, have we got it for you tonight? I gotta get my list out here because we have so much going on. I want to make sure that I don't forget anything. So, first of all, we have Show Downtown, and that's going to be this evening. It's the big concert that happens at Eagletown Park. And 10 Years Gone is going to be the band tonight. And they are a Colorado Led Zeppelin tribute band. So they are celebrating the great songs like Stairway to Heaven, Whole Lot of Love, and way more. They've been in Eagle County before, and if you love Led Zeppelin, you're going to be in for a real treat tonight. Now the gates open at 5:30, and then we'll see the show kicking off at 6:30. It goes to about 8:30 or so. So it's really a lot of fun. The whole families love to come out there and have a good time. Now this is free. And you can bring your own blanket, bring your picnic spread. It's all going to be great. So, and we've got several more. If you can't make it tonight, next week we have another show with New Family Dog, Dixie Leadfoot at the end of the month, and then Steely Dead. So it sounds like a Steely Dan, Grateful Dead cover, and then Hardscrabble, a local band, will be rounding out that series. So Showdown Town, that's number one. Also, a new series called Band by the River, and this is out of Riverwalk. So behind the stores and the buildings and the residences, the Band by the River series will be taking place on Thursdays. Gates open at 5. The band will play from 6 to 8. They're going to have food and drink available. And the summer's local profit is going to be Access Unbound. So, kind of neat. So, a portion of the bar sales will go to this organization. So, no worries. You don't have to bring your own. They will be selling liquids there. And then also, Arrowhead, the Arrowhead Homeowners Association, they have a Thursday afternoon club that is going to be from 5 to 8 in Arrowhead at the Broken Arrow. And then right down at the Little Beach Amphitheater, the Minturn Summer Concert Series continues. It's going to go all the way through August 9th on Thursdays, 6 to 8 p.m. Kind of a theme here. Pretty much everything happens early in the evening, gets done by 8. You can get home, get the kids to bed, get everyone to work the next day. And then Vail Jazz, they just started their season, their 27th season. And this week, we're going to have Vail Jazz at Vail Square. And it's going to be the Chuck Lamb's tribute to Dave Brubeck. So, Chuck Lamb, a favorite on the scene here at Vail Jazz, and this happens every Thursday. Now, this is a ticketed event. You can get premium seats for 75, or you can get other seats for 50. And this is going to be rain or shine in the 10th at Vale Square at the Arabelle. So that's going to be going on this evening too. That kicks off at 6 p.m. And then, oh, one more thing. We do have live music on Thursdays at the Lookout Lobby Bar Terrace, right where Ty Diaz was at the beginning of the show when he was overlooking the pool at the Westin, looking up at Beaver Creek. They have music there from 5 to 8 p.m. So they have different artists each week. So it should be a good time for you. So where are you going to choose to go? We have so many places. You can take your pick. Basically, each neighborhood will have something going on musically for you this evening. So a lot of wonderful, great music. Oh, and then don't forget Move and Groove. you can do some dancing tonight with dance instruction up at Beaver Creek. And Ken Hovey will probably be doing a little bit more of that and telling us about what's going on with that since he is up at Beaver Creek. But Rachel, what else do we have going on? Okay, let's take it out to Ken. I think he made it down to the horses. All right, Ken.
Hi,
Looks like
Trisha.
you
How
made
are
it.
you? I did.
Did,
It
did
is
you bring
most
snacks?
I did not bring snacks. That's kind of cheating, but check them out. They're definitely curious this morning. Welcome everyone to Vail Daily Live. Ken Hovey here in Beaver Creek. Ty Diaz, he is down in Avon. We're just kind of covering the valley, showing you what's going on, giving you some insight, and bringing you the beautiful mountain views that all of us here love so much. And it's just a privilege to do it every morning and come up and see these things. And by way of a cell phone and our new program at Vail Daily Live, bring you this and bring you some information. I do have to reach into my pocket though, Trisha, and grab for technology because I can't remember it perfectly about Beaver Creek Stables. 1 hour rides, 9:30, 11, and 2:15 p.m. They do 2 hour rides from here from 10 a.m. or excuse me, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. They do picnic rides. This would be very fun. Go out, have a lunch up on the mountain. That is at 10:30 a.m. And then another really great one, which I think everyone in the valley, even if you're a local, you would love this trip. Beaver Lake, headed up the actual Beaver Creek area and up that trail up to Beaver Lake. You can contact them at 845-7770 and go on out. And Noelle and I were talking during the break because we have horses. What do you think of the horses here? And I just think that they have a great life up here. One of the things I always look at is their hooves. And these guys have perfectly manicured hooves, and some of them are absolute tanks. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them is named like Brutus or Tank. They are built to hike and climb, and boy, are they fed well. There's like a never-ending supply of hay. And the trails, Trisha, can you imagine being a horse or a rider and going right up out of here, right up into the aspen trees, taking a horseback ride, spending the afternoon with your family, creating memories, and then coming on down to Beaver Creek, sitting by the pool and having a beverage.
Yeah.
That would be a good day.
Well, and you know what? What a great way to see the wildflowers right now. I can see some
Yes.
of those behind you, and you got a
Yeah.
great vantage point being on the horse, looking down, and especially that eastern hillside. That's probably one of my favorite rides at Beaver Creek because it's an area that you don't ski that area. You
Yeah,
know,
and you take
so
I agree. And Trisha, it's kind of shielded by the aspens, but the sun popping up over to the east. I mean, the lighting up here, it is gorgeous. It's a nice time. If you're not going horseback riding, go for a hike. I brought my rain jacket, by the way, Trisha. I'm listening to my own advice to never leave anywhere, basically at any time of the year, without some type of jacket. I learned a lesson yesterday getting off the river just in time. But look at, I mean, down at Beaver Creek. We're going to head down there, by the way, into Beaver Creek. We have some live interviews coming up. Going to find out more information actually from Beaver Creek Resort Company on more details. Summer is in full swing. It is a Thursday, so it's kind of quiet. And as that woman that I met earlier said that I took her picture, boy, are we blessed to be here. And that
yeah.
is a fact.
Oh, I know. That's so awesome. I'm glad you were there to take her pictures. It's probably going to be her favorite photo of the whole vacation because
Baby.
there's nothing worse when you want to take a picture. You can always take the selfie, but
Yeah.
you can have someone take it for you and you find that
Trisha,
personal
the
joy.
best part is she thought I wanted to take her picture with my camera. I go, can I take your picture? She was like, she didn't understand. Like I wanted to just randomly take a picture of her. I was like,
Oh,
no, with your phone. Take a picture of you right now. She was like, oh my gosh, that would be great. So,
okay.
we got to get out of that post-COVID thing.
It's
It's okay to hand somebody your
yeah.
phone and
It,
let them
it's a
let them
little
take
weird.
your picture, especially here.
She needs her coffee.
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, we will check in with Ken Alvey. He's gonna make his way down to the village. But the Beaver Creek Stables, just a really awesome place. You can go to beavercreekstables.com, find out more about their 1 hour rides, the 2 hour rides, the picnic rides, the ride to Beaver Lake. It really is a fun way to enjoy. And I love how they're just right at the above the hay meadow gondola. So you don't even have to go very far. If you're staying in Beaver Creek, you don't even need a vehicle. Walk up there, and hop on a horse. All right, we've got a break to take, and when we come back, we've got more Vail Daily Live. We're going to be speaking with Jusan Midah, who is an Xterra athlete who's also local. I think he's dragging his kids out of bed because I think they're going to be doing these races too. We'll also speak to Brett O'Mara. She's with Symphony and Meadow Lark. Those are two bands that she's involved with that'll be a part of Beaver Creek's entertainment in the upcoming weeks. So stay tuned.
When it comes to buying quality flooring for your Colorado home, there's only one store in the Vail Valley to choose from: Rugs Benedict. Having served the Vail Valley for over 40 years, you can be confident that you are working with true flooring experts. With hundreds of choices in stock and the combined buying power of 1,000 Carpet One stores, we will find incredible deals for you. Rugs Benedict offers the best selection in area rugs, hardwood flooring, carpet, and luxury vinyl, so that you can find the perfect fit to fill the beautiful space in your home or business and have it installed right away. We don't use freelancers, and neither should you. Rest assured and let our full-time staff of professionals at Rugs Benedict install your new floor with the highest quality standards and a lifetime installation guarantee. So stop by and pay us a visit at our 10,000 square foot showroom in Avon and let our team find you incredible deals and a flawless flooring experience. Because at Rugs Benedict, we know floors.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Let's take a quick look at the weather and what's going on around us. In fact, we're seeing some nice mild temperatures and some sunny skies. We're not seeing really as much of the haze from the fires in the region. Different states like Idaho, Wyoming, Nevada, California, their fires actually affect us. So it's kind of interesting. But right now, we're seeing 48 all across Eagle, Vail, Edwards, and Avon, 59 down in Denver. So a little bit warmer as you travel down to the Front Range. But we're going to see highs in Edwards, 76 today. And that'll just feel nice and just really a good time. 78 in Avon and a lot of sunshine for today. So wear the sunscreen. I was talking to Dr. Mangat from Mangat Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, and he said you want to put on the sunscreen 90 minutes before you go outside. So right now would be a great time. But the next couple of days look like this. We'll see Friday, nice and warm temperatures. We'll have some more clouds on Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, we heat up a bit more, highs in the mid 80s and hardly a chance of rain as we start the work week. Want to thank the outlets at Silverthorne for this weather elevated savings. If you need to get some outfits for all the activities that are going on around town, stop on by exit 205 on I-70, a quick drive over Vail Pass. We'll get you over there. But a few fun things that are happening up at Beaver Creek. Well, we got the Xterra event going on this weekend, and we also have all the daily activities. So for Thursday, we're going to see Helmut Fricker performing between 1 and 3. We've got the nightly Move and Groove tonight, where we have dance instruction and a live band. And then don't forget Fossil Posse in the middle there in the afternoon, 4 to 5:30. Billy Dorn will be talking about the prehistoric creatures that used to roam these parts. And then on Friday morning, don't forget the outdoor free yoga class from 9 to 10. And then Friday live music happening from 4 to 6. And we roll in with some fun things like the silent disco this weekend. But Xterra is happening this weekend. It'll start down in Avon, but then it finishes up at Beaver Creek. And Xterra started in the mid 90s. We know the vehicle, but this off-road triathlon has really launched a lifestyle brand, and people travel all over and they come to Beaver Creek and Avon every single summer, except last year with COVID, to do these races. So they're going to take a swim in Nottingham, then they're going to take the mountain bike ride up towards Beaver Creek and around the Beaver Creek trails before running. Can you imagine swimming, biking, and then running? Now they've got the full championship lengths, which are pretty hefty. I've got them here. I can tell you how far it is. It's a 700, wait, no, we're looking at a 1,500 meter swim. Then we got a 24.2 kilometer mountain bike ride, and then a 9.1 kilometer trail run. Now, if you're not quite ready for that, you can do the Xterra Sprint, which is a 750-meter swim, 14.2 kilometers, and then 4.8K trail run. So a little easier way of getting into this if you want to try it out. And then don't forget that mountain bike event that they're doing tonight with the Cycle Effect. That'll start at 5, go till about 8, but you can mountain bike with some of the true professionals, including Tam Donaldson, whose husband started the Cycle Effect. Tam was a Xterra pro athlete for many, many years. So it's going to be nice to get out there and do a little bit more of the mountain bike side of things. And if you're doing the race, you might get to preview the trails by going with some of the locals. So check that out this evening. XterraPlanet.com for more details. And you can check out Beaver Creek and what's happening there. And then Rob Schneider, he will be performing at the Valar tonight. So many people know him from all the fun movies he's been in, Saturday Night Live alumnus. So it should be a great show this evening. 8 p.m. is when the comedy will start. And if you've never seen a comedy show at the Valar, it's just awesome because it's such a nice, small, intimate theater. A lot of times the comedians will interact. They can see the crowd's faces. They can call upon people. I saw Jay Leno here several years ago. Super fun. So, and the fact that you can see such great talent in our backyard at the Valar Center. Check it out. Here's the website, valarpac.org, for more details, ticket information, and you can even check out what seats you want. They've got the whole map of what the it looks like. It's a 530-seat theater modeled after a beautiful theater in Munich, Germany, horseshoe-shaped theater, so not a bad seat in the house. valarpac.org once again. But one other thing that's happening, Vail Jazz, they just kicked off their series, their whole summer series last Thursday. We had a chance to meet up with Howard Stone, the founder of Vail Jazz, to learn more. We're here with Howard Stone with the 27th annual Vail Jazz Festival returning this summer. And Howard, we're so excited that this festival is back, and it's back in full swing this year after the pandemic kind of altered your schedule a bit last year.
Did it ever? But we're back big time. I mean, we pulled out all the stops. If you would have asked me 8-10 weeks ago, was the festival going to go on, I'd go, no chance. But we got this strong, mighty crew, and we put together an amazing summer celebration of jazz.
Yeah, and so basically we're going to be doing Thursday nights, Vail Jazz at Arabelle Square, Vail Square, and then Sundays we'll have our Sunday evening concerts, and this is all in advance of the big Jazz Labor Day party on Labor Day weekend.
That's right, and you know, Vail Jazz started 27 years ago over Labor Day, and it was such a hit that we started getting people who were here in July and August saying, hey, I heard about this, but we're never here Labor Day. We go home for the kids or whatever. So we said, well, let's start doing things in August. And then we started moving forward. And now it starts early in July and we go through Labor Day.
Yeah, and the Thursday edition is awesome. We are here at the Vail Square at the Arabelle, and just behind us, you've got this covered tent, and this will stay here all summer long.
All summer, yeah. And that's, you know, outdoors, summertime, you want to do it, but we also get rain.
Yeah.
So this is our insurance policy, and it's a beautiful tent. We can see people very comfortably, control the sound, and we've got these amazing artists touring. We've got people coming from France, from Cuba, and great American jazz musicians. Every style of jazz, Latin, Cuban, Brazilian, big band, the American songbook, everything. It's just remarkable, week after week.
Well, I know, and the lineup's amazing. You know, anyone from Ann Hampton Calloway, Catherine Russell, the Harold Lopez Nusa Trio.
He's out of Cuba, and man, I was praying. I'm not a religious guy, but I was praying, visa, please, visa.
Oh, yes.
We got the visa, so he's going to be
good.
here.
The visa angels came through for
Yes.
this. And that's the thing, you know, you didn't really have a lot of time to plan, but we're so lucky that you've got such great connections too, Howard. I mean, you're the founder of this event.
Right.
What made you come up with this idea in the first place over 27 years ago?
If the truth be known, and it's now going to be known because I realize this is being filmed,
Secrets
on
revealed.
a February night in 1995, I drank way too much wine, and I said, I could put on a jazz festival. And that was the beginning.
Wow.
And it just started out, and there never was a plan, but now there's a very detailed plan because we've added a huge component of education to carry on the tradition of jazz with young people. Every 4th and 5th grader in Eagle County gets a jazz education from our Jazz Goes to School program with Tony Galizia. So, you know, it's now a cultural asset of the Vail Valley, and we're very proud of it.
Oh yeah, and it's such great talent that comes through. Your team does such a great job, and if we want to find out more,
it's vailjazz.org.
Okay, easy. But you know what? Before we go, if you're coming to one of these shows, you got to dress a little flashier than me. I'm a little boring with my 2 colors. Look at Howard, and we got to talk about the shoes.
Hey, you know,
I love it. I love it.
I have to tell you that my wife, I've surpassed my wife's closet. Let's just say that. And so maybe I'm the Imelda Marcos of Vail, but
yes.
I'm very happy about it.
I know. Come check out the jazz. Come check out the shoes. You can find it all Thursdays here at Arabelle at Vail Square, and then Sundays, just where the farmers market is, outside Solaris, and then make plans to attend the Labor Day party coming up later this summer. Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. I want to give you some details on what's happening with the river. You know, we were just pretty concerned about the fish because of the warm temperatures. The water was heating up with our daytime highs, but now they've been able to release some more water into the Colorado River, and the fishing closure is no longer in effect. So you can go out there, you can do some fishing. Roaring Fork River, they've released some water on that as well. So on Flat Fishing Outfitters, the Jump Back on the crew, they try to get out there a little bit earlier, maybe around 7, 8 in the morning, and then get done about lunchtime. So that's the good news for the fly fishing enthusiasts out there. Fly Fishing Outfitters, they've been around since 1992. John Packer and the crew, they're Orvis endorsed. They're locally owned and operated right here in Avon. And John gave me some details on what they're using on the Eagle River right now. So anything from pale morning duns and emergers to royal wolves, parachute Adams, and light Cahills and Patriots. They also are using some yellow adult stoneflies and stonefly nymphs, as well as yellow PMX, yellow stimulators, iron sallies, golden Biot stoneflies, and I love this one, Pat's rubber legs. Who names these things? Over on the Colorado, you can try the PMDs, the parachute Adams, royal wolves as well, Frenchies and golden stonefly nymphs, and the fly, formerly known as Prince. I just like to say that because I think it's so fun. But if you want to learn about these flies and where the fish are biting, you can talk to the professionals at Fly Fishing Outfitters. They can take you on float trips, wade trips, half day, full day. Call them. They can get you set up. They can get your family set up as well. It's not just for the adults. In fact, they have a really cool camp for kids, about 8 to 15, that can learn about fly fishing. So get the kids out of the house, get them out on the river, and have some fun. For more information, flyfishingoutfitters.net, or give them a call at 970-845-8090 for more details. And they're located right in Avon, next to Agave in the Westgate building. But let's take it back to Beaver Creek. Ken Hovey is standing by with a weather. Oh, is he not there? All right, hold on. Okay, maybe we can try Ty. Hey, Ty, guess what?
Yes.
We're coming to you. Hello.
Okay, well, welcome. I was ready to catch what Ken was doing, but let me share with you what's happening here in the park. We have curious on the water, wondering what Vail Daily Live's doing. There she is back there.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and peep a little bit of the activity here. Hi, good morning to you. Vail Daily Live, and you're on. What's your name? Nice to meet you, Wendy. Thank you for watching. You can watch Vail Daily live in Nottingham Park, where I'm standing. We're usually on Sundays, Trisha, as you know, host Sunset Live. This is the stage behind the stage where you usually find your concerts, a nice intimate setting. And much like the friend that we've made on the water, you can paddle up and catch the show as well. But why wait till Sunday to paddle up when you can just make your way out in the water early this morning and take in these calm weather, cool temperatures, clearer skies, beautiful stuff right there that we're experiencing right now. But also a special edition, Trisha, as you know, happening on Saturday. It is all a part of Avon Live, the free experience where you grab your friends and come out to the park, enjoy the food trucks, and a live performance this Saturday. It is the Frisco Funk Collective on the other side of this stage, a special edition of Avon Live, and that's happening this Saturday. The park opens at 5 p.m. for that. The show starts at 5:30 until about 8:45. A really good time. A lot happening at Avon, as well as construction, as you can see, but a very bustling start to the morning. So what's our conversation right now? Are we talking weather?
Yeah, you know what? Okay, I can. Well, you're out in the weather. I mean, what does it
Yes.
feel like,
Oh,
temperature
this
wise?
is it feels fantastic. And if I were not doing this right now, I would get the idea to get out on the water like we're seeing this morning. Borrowed ideas from someone else, but what a great idea. 47 degrees, a slight breeze we're seeing, nice reflective Nottingham Lake that we're looking at over here. Clear skies out there, and the weather is calling for high temperatures making their way into the 70s today. So really nice stuff. And as far as that, the smoke in the atmosphere, thanks to this breeze and the rain that we picked up these last few days, have kind of settled what was in our atmosphere. And now we're seeing clearer skies, not even the moisture clouds in the sky, which means kind of close to the forecast as far as chances of precipitation today. We're at 0. The next couple of days, we might see the return of some clouds, but looking clearer these next few days as we make our way back into the mid to upper 70s, 80s, and just gorgeous. But even for the start of the morning and for our shows in the evening time and for that bike ride this evening in Beaver Creek, if you're doing it with Xterra, a lot of opportunity to get outside and enjoy the activity. This weather is brought to you by, is this a Liv Sotheby's? Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Brought to you
yeah.
by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact our Vail Valley brokers, professionals today to help you live the life you love and take a look at the life that you love as we live it around here in Avon. Beautiful.
Yeah. I know. It's a postcard view this morning. That's so cool. She was getting a little upper body workout with the kayak running around that lake. That's such a cool thing. Yeah, it's really inspiring. If we weren't working tight, we'd be exercising, right?
Let's do the show out there. Let's do a floating Vail Daily Live and just build our own little tailgate of floating devices out there and just broadcast from on the water.
Yeah. That'd be super cool. Okay, thanks, Ty. Hey, we got to
Thank you.
get to some cool information on what Mountain Rec is doing. So, Mountain Rec, they changed their name. They used to be WECMERD, Western Eagle County Metropolitan Recreation District. They shortened it to Mountain Rec, but they are so popular and do so many great activities for our community that they're ready to expand. And Bratzo had a chance to sit down with them and talk about their plans. Here's more.
All right, hey everybody, I'm right here at Mountain Rec, loving this place, listening to all these kids screaming and having a good time. That's what it's all about. And I'm here with Liz Jones and Chris Pryor, and you probably see him every morning with our cup of coffee.
I switched hats.
Switch hats today. Well, he's been a board member for multiple years. He's been a member of this community for 15 years, have 3 kids. We're gonna talk about what is the new opportunities for these kids and all of our community. And Liz is also been on the board for multiple years, member of the community. You raised 3 kids as well?
Yes, I did.
All right, so people that know what's going on. I personally love Mountain Rec because I'm not only being involved in nonprofit organizations for many years, but I work with them and they are a family making things happening for our community. But today we're gonna be talking about the all access rec. And I wanna let them talk because I normally talk too much. So let's go to you. What do you think?
Well, we're here to talk about All Access Rec, which is a capital improvement initiative that we've been working on for a number of years. Since we've been on this board for about 6 years now, we've done a lot to reorganize, revamp, modernize the whole organization. Now we're at the point of talking about improving our facilities. All of our 3 recreational facilities, that's Gypsum, Edwards, Eagle, they were all built for a population a third of what our size is now. So we're busting at the seams. Our classes are over full. We have wait lists on our wait lists, and we are ready to expand. We have been talking to the public. We've been putting out surveys. We've been asking all of our community leaders for input on what they would like to see and what kind of growth they would like to see with the organization. So All Access Rec is what we have been working on. We are looking to educate everybody throughout the summer. We are going to be at 30 different events.
Holy moly.
Yeah, 30 different events
Oh,
all
really?
summer. Over 30. Over 30.
Over 30, wow.
Yeah, it's quite a lot. We are going to be out in the public talking to people all summer long, trying to get input, trying to educate, making sure that we are providing what the public is asking for. So, Chris, what's your favorite part of this project?
Just seeing the evolution of the district. I think we've gone from taking, a great district, and we've, as a board and with new staff and even our new brand, Mountain Recreation. I mean, that came in a couple years ago. We've really elevated what our community desires and considers an asset. So for me, it's just, we've been very done our due diligence and moving things forward cautiously, but with the right aggressiveness to get stuff done. And I think now, as we look at the facilities as that final piece, it's where and how we make improvements that fit the needs of the community, but are also done cautiously with us knowing that we want the community to know we're doing the right things. That's why they elected us. So
This not only provide that opportunity for them for everybody really in the community to grow physically and emotionally, but have their kids play with us, enjoy so many organized camps. How many camps do you guys think you have? I thought a quick ball.
We have over 100 camps
Holy
throughout
moly.
the summer. It's insane. And it takes smarter people than Chris and I to put those schedules together. But the All Access Rec improvement initiative is a combination of all those things. We've been listening to the needs and the requests of the public. We're really wanting to expand the facilities and make them even not only recreation, but also community centers and wellness centers. And we'll be able to offer, more classes, more activities, more events. We've taken a lot of the input that we've received about the facilities, what people want in each different facility, and we'll be able to improve upon that. So it's a little bit of something for everybody. The whole idea, right, Chris, is all access for every age and everyone and every season. So every day, please go to allaccessrec.org, www.allaccessrec.org. You get to see the renderings of the facility improvements. You get to read all about the plans that we have for each facility, what the initiative will cost, and and you also have the ability to email the board members with your questions and your input. We want to hear from you. This is for your facility. So we want to do what the public wants. That's what we're here for.
Love it.
And we're here to improve for the community.
Yeah.
We understand that mountain recreation is the greatest asset that this county has. It is access for all. It doesn't matter even the ability to pay to come in. There is access for everyone. There are
Right.
programs for everyone at every age.
Right,
And that's
scholarships. I know about your
scholarships.
scholarship programs. It's just,
Right.
I see it.
Well, and even a
Soccer
membership
and-
for an individual. There's a lot of private and different community clubs and groups that I can say I even belong to a different membership facility that, when you look at an individual, to have a membership to a fitness facility that's $49 or maybe we're up to $54, that's great to know they can have the same amenities and access for that fitness and behavior. And that's what we're working towards, is keeping the pricing down so that it's access for everyone, but also enhancing the facilities and the programs so that everybody can play in them and benefit.
Love it. So, where do we go to get more information?
allaccessrec.org.
And we're going to be in like 30 some events. Give me
Oh,
one or
yeah,
two.
over 30.
Gypsum Days.
Okay.
We've got the Edwards Outside Film Festival that we, will help time at. I saw the Edwards Farmers Market. There's going to be some of our representatives
Eagle
there.
Art Walks. Yeah, we're going to be all over the place.
So come, see them, say, hey Chris, hi
Yeah,
Liz.
yeah. If you see the Mountain Recreation tent, come on up. Let us know what your thoughts are. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you want. So we look forward to seeing you.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Thank
All
you.
access. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Liz Kritz and Brazzo, for that information on what Mountain Rec is planning. But let's take it up. We're talking recreation with Ken Hovey. He is standing by up at Beaver Creek. It looks like he is headed into the trees, doing a little hiking. Ken, where are you?
Shh. Trisha, be quiet. We're enjoying nature, Trisha. Hiking. Shh. Yeah, it's sweet. Good morning, everyone. Wanted to talk hiking. Noelle, you can stop right there. Noelle is the greatest camera person ever. And thanks to the staff back there at Vail Daily Live for informing her to bring running shoes to keep up with me this morning. We've enjoyed it, Trisha. We're out here on Aspen Glade Trail. Is that right? I'm looking at Noelle. Yeah, Aspen Glade Trail, just slightly up out of Beaver Creek. I just wanted to show to our viewers what it looks like, what it sounds like. It is a gorgeous morning. It is a little bit wet up here, but it is a perfect morning for a hike. And as you keep it going, Noelle, I'll walk over in that direction. Look at the trail system itself and the trail. This is what I like to get folks ready for, is the muddier condition. It is a little bit wet out here. The other people that can really get you ready for going up, Beaver Creek Hiking Center. They are open for business this year. You can give them a call, 754-5373. They're open daily, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. They do a number of different hikes. They do signature scheduled hikes. They also have private guided hikes. They have family private hikes, Colorado adventure hikes, and another one that I know Trisha loves, and that is hike and wine. Anytime you can get Trisha Swenson a little bit sauced out on the trail with some high caliber wine, that is a good day. I promise you're going to love it. Yeah, that's what I have for you hiking. Trisha, you know what else is happening? Gypsum Days.
Oh, I know. Ken, I've been waiting to talk to you about this. I'm so excited for the acts that are coming. I mean, these musicians, to bring in Low Cash, as well as Jimmy Allen. He's the ACM's new male artist of the year. This is going to be great.
Are you just a country fan because you get to get dressed up like a cowgirl, or do you authentically love country music?
No, I actually call it free therapy. It's a lot cheaper than going to see a therapist. It's free. It's free therapy.
I've been through more than one midlife crisis. They have that. They also have a parade taking place. The 5K, there is a youth talent show that is going on down there. It is great to have Gypsum Days back. This is its 38th annual. If you're not familiar with Gypsum, aka Get Some, Colorado, it is on the western portion of Eagle County. Trisha, I like to say that Gypsum is the perfect distance from Denver, and that we got a lot of locals down there, and they pour out in force to do this. And I don't think they're having it this year. We need to bring it back, because it probably kills everything. And that is the jalapeno eating contest.
No, they're doing it.
They are
doing it on Saturday. I could get, we could talk about getting you entered.
Hell no, I am not doing that. You remember when we almost killed one of our employees back in the day over at TV8, Gabe? He ate 17 of them. Oh my God. I stood at the table watching Gabe, and he was only 23 years old at the time. I'm like, that dude is going to have a heart attack. Any second now. Okay, jalapeno. Are they doing the car show? I didn't.
Yeah. We've got the car show. We've got the 5K and the pancake breakfast that the firemen put on. We have the parade after that. So it is just a full schedule of awesome activities. They're going to have the kids zone. They're going to have the family shooting sports out at the shooting range, and then all the live music, and just great shows each night. You can get your tickets either 35 for a single show, or you can get both nights for 55. So it's a great price for the caliber of music we have coming.
Yeah. I'm already trying to plan on how I'm going to recover from my hangover. I mean, gypsum days, that is walking distance from my house.
Well, I know it's also lawnmower distance. Didn't you drive your lawnmower to there once?
Yeah, that is an interesting fact. The very first time I attended gypsum days, I rode a lawnmower down. I cut a little bit of grass while I was down there to make it look like I was an employee, and paid off. Thank goodness there was no field sobriety test for lawnmowers back then. But I just walk out. I ride my bike. It's close enough. It's going to be fun. The car show is awesome. You would be incredibly surprised at the caliber of vehicles that come out for this show.
Yeah.
You got to remember, you're in Eagle County. There's some collectors up here, and this is their opportunity to showcase them. But Tricia, I've got to go, but I'm not going to leave like this. I'm going to let Noelle hike on by me and take our viewers on a virtual hike, because I've got to get down to Beaver Creek. We have some interviews coming up, but when you live up here and you got the opportunity to share these, why not do it? We're on Aspen Glade in Beaver Creek.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Ken. We'll check in with you when you head down to Beaver Creek Village. And we got to go too, because we've got a great interview coming up. We're going to let you know about a performer who will be in Beaver Creek playing actually several times throughout the next couple of weeks. And Rachel, are we ready to go with Brett, or are we going to take a break first? Okay. Hi, Brett. I'm Trisha.
Hi, Trisha. Good morning.
Good morning. We're so excited to have you on. I've been a big fan of yours for quite some time. I've seen Spinfany. I've not seen Meadowlark. So tell us about this, because Meadowlark is going to be part of the Zusammen celebration happening this Saturday up at Beaver Creek.
Yeah, we're really excited to kind of kick off the Zusammen season. And this is, I think, our 4th year doing the Zusammens up there. Such an amazing gathering of, people, music, great food, and of course in beautiful Beaver Creek. But yeah, Meadowlark's a little more folky than Spinfany, a little more chill. It's great. It's kind of comprised of musicians that have backgrounds in classical and jazz. So it's more like improvised than Spinfany for sure. You'll hear all sorts of like rock covers, but with more of a little folky and jazzy twist to them. So yeah, it's like violin, keys, guitar, and bass. So really great mountain music.
Yeah. And you've been playing violin for quite some time. It sounds like pretty much all your life, ever since you were a kid.
Yeah, I would give away how old I was if I told you, but heck, I've been playing for 34 years. So
wow. Oh, that's amazing. It's amazing. But you know what? And it's so fun. Just what we can get out of the sounds of the violin, and it's not just classical music. And I think that's what's so fun is you're kind of spreading the awareness of violin through different genres, and we can check that out. And just to give people an idea of what Zusammen is, I of course had to figure out how to say it and then how to pronounce it and what it means. But I understand it's a German word meaning gathering. So Beaver Creek really wants people to drink, dine, and gather, and to have some live music to boot. It just makes for a perfect afternoon and early evening.
You're totally correct. I had to look it up too, the pronunciation and the meaning. With the first time, I was like, "What is this?" And yeah, it's so cool that they actually have a word for that. But yeah, it's just come gather and enjoy great live music, which is so different than just recorded music. Especially, I know we're all so happy to have that back after last year.
Oh, I know. What did you do during the pandemic? How did you spend it?
Oh, I went crazy. No, I actually did a lot because I own a whole entertainment company, On Cue Entertainment Company, and when you do that, you just always have stuff to do. So I was making videos and we're updating the websites and all the things that I don't have time to do during the year when we're performing like 30 events a month. But Spinfany did some virtual shows, and we actually recorded a new album last year, String Crossing. So we will have those albums up at the Zusammens in August and September, and we'll be playing a lot of that new music. So we were in the studio. Meadowlark, we all practiced more, like to hone in on our chops a little bit, which we don't have time for when we're like gigging every day. So that was great. So it wasn't a bad thing. I think everyone enjoyed the time to do stuff that you don't have you can't do when you're working all the time. But
Yeah.
I hung out
Now,
with Matt's a little bit more.
yeah. Well, now are the same members from Symphony in Meadowlark, or do you draw different band members for Meadowlark?
No, Meadowlark's completely different. Like I said, it's more jazz based. It's all guys actually and me, so that's fun. I get to change
Okay.
it up. There's Kevin Lufkins on the keys. We have Brendan on the bass, and then an amazing guitarist that has his own music as well on the side. Alexios is a kind of flamenco, classical rock guitar virtuoso. So totally different look, different vibe. Not all girl band. Yeah, it's fun though.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so we've got that this Saturday, and it sounds like they're going to be doing a lot of the food will be available kind of noon to 4, and then we'll have the music 4 to 7. We'll still have food available as well. But playing at Beaver Creek for so many years, do you see a lot of the families returning? And you probably have a pretty good fan base that follows you locally here too.
Yeah, we're really lucky. Symphony's been around for like 8 years now, so it's just amazing to me. People come up and they're like, "Oh, we saw you here and here," and it's really neat. So yeah, people do come back. Meadowlark's a little bit of a newer act, so we're still building that. But yeah, we do see the same families and new people coming through, traveling, all sorts. And yeah, Beaver Creek is such a just chill, relaxing vibe. Like a beautiful way to spend the afternoon. I think the weather's going to be good too. So.
Yeah. I think it is too. Yeah, and I have seen Symphony at some of the Lindsey Vonn events when she would put on her Lindsey Vonn prom, and then I know Chris Anthony, the professional athlete, Warren Miller athlete, he's a big fan of you guys too. So, well, we're glad to have Meadowlark up here this weekend. And what's the best way to follow you? Where's Meadowlark going to go after this weekend? Are you going to be playing around Denver or more the mountain towns?
Meadowlark, I don't know that. Well, let's see. Some of the guys from Meadowlark will actually be up in Beaver Creek on July 31st and August 1st for the Art Fest. Oh, and
yeah.
Meadowlark will be actually at the Art Festival on August 1st. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's our next show, and it's actually there. So
okay,
that's kind of how they can follow us. Symphony, you can follow us, of course, on Instagram and Facebook and all those things, and we have a website as well. Meadowlark doesn't really have its own social media, but it's through On Q Entertainment. So they can follow On Q on Instagram to find out more shows for that. So
okay, all right. Well, Brett, we're so excited to have a live music back in the Vail Valley, just like you are. But we'll be heading up to Beaver Creek, and once again, that's Zusammen, and it's a food drink gathering type of concept from our ancestors over in Europe. And you can find Meadowlark playing music on Saturday up at Beaver Creek. Have a great day. Thanks for calling in.
Have a great day too. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, Rachel, I know you had, okay, now we're going to talk about Eagle events happening, and Eagle's got a lot going on. We were talking about Gypsum Days earlier. Eagle has a lot happening too. We just wrapped up the Whitewater Throwdown on Tuesday, but the Whitewater Park, the Eagle River Park, is still going to be a draw for so many reasons, whether you want to go tubing or just cool off after work. The river levels are a little bit low, but still you always want to keep an eye on your dogs, small children. Don't really go into the river if it's a little too high for your wading ability. But this Friday, we've got the Eagle Farmers Market and art show. So that's put on by the same person, Ren Events, that puts on the show up in Vail on Sunday. They're going to do this on Friday mornings right down there at the Eagle River Park. So that's a lot of fun. And then other things that are going on, we have just so many things happening with yoga in the park. We have Showdown Town happening tonight. Now, Showdown Town is a huge draw for Eagle and beyond. A lot of people head down Valley for this concert series. So it's not just for the folks in Eagle and Gypsum. 10 Years Gone is going to be the band that'll be playing tonight. And they're a Colorado-based Led Zeppelin tribute band. So if you love songs like Whole Lotta Love, Stairway to Heaven, I mean, the list is endless. They had so many hits. You can kind of be taken back, maybe introduce your kids to this band. If you like them, when you were in high school, you can check this out. Gates will be opening at 5:30. Show starts at 6:30. And you can bring everything to this. They let you bring the lawn chairs, the blankets, the full picnic spreads, and they also let you bring some alcohol. I do think they sometimes will have different vendors selling some different food wares and some drinks, but I've seen some amazing picnic spreads when I've headed down there to the showdown town at Eagletown Park. And this is centrally located. Sometimes you have to park a little further away, just on different blocks and walk on over. Some people bring a wagon because they've got so much stuff and they load up the kids, they load up the picnics and the chairs, and they wagon it on over to Eagletown Park. But that's going to be a fun event happening tonight. And this is going on pretty much every Thursday night through the end of August. So get down there if you haven't had a chance. And the tribute band, once again, is called 10 Years Gone. We've got more Vail Daily Live coming your way. Stay tuned.
Friends are going to be on.
Yeah.
And they're going to be on the mountain at 8.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
All right, I decided to find the darkest lenses we have because it is going to be sunny all day due to the forecast that we've been telling you. This is the lens of the day brought to you by Eyepieces, the art of vision, 7 locations throughout Colorado. And the Katos, these are performance with a purpose. They have a purpose-built design that conforms to the contours of the face. It's so cool if you can see these close up. They almost seem like they just are seamless, where your face and the lens end, you can hardly tell. And they have different nose pieces that you can customize based on what your shape is, what your shape your face is. And this is going to be great. It's an optimized coverage for a wider field of view. These are nice and wide, a nice big wide wrap, and it's paired with the prism lens technology that Oakley is known for. So these are just one of the many sport glasses you'll find at Eyepieces. And Eyepieces has a brand new store in the Sun Up Hotel, right down from Luca Bruno, across from La Bottega. You can find them, and they specialize in sports glasses. So whether it's golf, it's fly fishing, it's road biking, it's anything, or just looking cool. I mean, look how cool these do. These, once again, are called the Kato. And if you've ever seen that little cartoon character, this is kind of what he wears. So I kind of feel like a superhero. Where's my cape? I'm going to need these out there. But really cool technology and great knowledgeable staff at Eyepieces. They can get you dialed in for whatever type of lens you're looking for, and invest in your eyes. The sun, especially at this altitude, is very intense. Even on cloudy days, you're going to need sunglasses. So stop by Eyepieces for more information. But we've got more coming up. We're going to take it to Ty Diaz. He has our weather.
Thank you very much, Trisha, hanging out in Nottingham Park. Ty Diaz here with you, and just taking in the views once more and sharing with you how things are looking around Harry Nottingham Park and the lake. Earlier in the show, if you were tuning in with us, we made some friends that were out there paddling on the water. A very early start to a beautiful, calm morning, your Thursday morning. And if you're making your way to the park today or considering it, there's plenty to do while you're out here. So enjoying fantastic weather, the sunshine, and renting some boats and making your way out on the paddle boat and just spending the day with your family and your friends, or maybe running with the dogs. We have the dog beach over here at Harry Nottingham Park, where you can enjoy it just to the right of the fishing. Little dog beach activity, a little bit of fun for the entire family to get out and enjoy the day. But how's the day going to go? What we've experienced the last few days, showers coming out of coming from the west of us, included with some of the haze from the fires in the western states of us. But today we're seeing clearer skies, a little bit of haze, still atmosphere, but on the precipitation side, we're looking at 0 chances for today. But that certainly could change. Colorado has a strange way of having a forecast, and then the weather does whatever it wants. You can certainly not argue with Mother Nature. Starting the morning off in the mid to upper 40s in Avon, making our way through the day in the sun, and we're looking for temperatures in range up and down the valley, the mid to upper 70s in the 80s today. It's going to be a gorgeous day to get out there, but still keep yourself reminded that wherever you are, on a hike or on a bike ride or on a walk with your pets and with your family, keep an eye on one another and reapply that sunscreen. Denver today is picking up some ozone warnings for summer and for today, if you're following their news, and we can certainly be in that sensitivity as well. But as we look at the next few days, what about these clouds? When do they return, Ty? I mean, come on. We have Xterra weekend happening in Beaver Creek. Well, there's to look at it right there. So today being Thursday, mid to upper 70s, overnight low temperatures in the 40s. Clouds start to roll back in. Friday, Saturday, increasing our chances for the return of rain. Certainly welcomed. We don't run from the weather here in the mountains in Eagle County. We love what it brings. The rain showers will still do that hike. That bike ride in the mud, yeah, just get it all over you. It's pretty much the life that we love around here. And then the drier conditions, the storm system, the weather system starts to move on out. We're looking at Saturday, and we're looking at Sunday and Monday. Oh, we have some friends coming up here shortly. So let me let you know the weather is brought to you by Possibilities in Avon, Weekly Art Expo. Discover your next masterpiece. Go to avonpossibilities.com. And when we come back to Vail Daily Live, we'll be speaking with the Meadows. They're over my shoulder right here. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we've got the Meadows. That's awesome. Okay, yes. So Ty is gonna be checking in with them, and Xterra is going on this weekend. So if you're not familiar with this, you actually haven't been around Vail and Avon and Beaver Creek in the summer, because Xterra has been coming back to Avon Lake, the trails of Beaver Creek for decades, and it's just an amazing an event that we have, that we're lucky to get here. They do Xterras all over the world. I was on my honeymoon in Bora Bora, and it said, "Oh, home of one of the Xterras," and I think Josiah Mida actually competed in that one. And but it started in Maui in 1996, and that's kind of when mountain biking and shocks, the big shock systems that were able to be put in mountain bikes were all just really meeting their height. So when the mountain biking world kind of met the triathlete world, they hosted an event with an open water swim in the ocean in Maui, the mountain bike trails around the Hawaiian Islands, and a trail run. So it's different than a regular triathlon that might take place on, a highway, the asphalt, that kind of thing, or even a pool. This is open water swim in Nottingham Lake, and then you're going up the mountain bike trails, world-class trails at Beaver Creek, ending with trail runs, or kind of the trails that Ken Hovey was on. So really, really cool event that's going on this weekend, and we'll learn more about it when Ty Diaz has a chance to interview the Josiah Mida, who's actually won this many times, and his family. But the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo is coming next week. It's a proud moment in Eagle County's history, Eagles heritage. Ken Hovey had a chance to check in with one of the county commissioners, and here's more.
I love going to the rodeo. I love Western Eagle County, and I absolutely adore the town of Eagle. Joining me right now, Kathy Chandler Henry, who is the commissioner. Good to see you.
Hi, Ken. Great to see you.
You know I'm not making this up. I love coming down here, and I absolutely love this time of year. Rodeo is about to happen.
It is. It's so exciting, and this is the calm before the storm. We've got empty grandstands. We've got the dirt being prepared. And when the rodeo and the fair starts, this is going to be jam-packed, lots of noise, lots of excitement.
Yes.
People are hungry for this fair and rodeo after last year of having to sit one out. And,
I was sad.
Yeah.
As if I wasn't depressed enough because of what was going on. Then the rodeo got canceled. I was like,
I know.
And you said it accurately. I mean, thousands of people come out. And this goes on for quite a while. It seems like it's like a week of celebrating rodeo.
It's July 21st through the 24th is the fair and rodeo. There'll be some 4-H judging events before that happen. So that week is going to be busy, and you can start for the carnival on Wednesday. That goes through Saturday. There'll be live music after the rodeo on Friday and Saturday nights. Buck Ford, who is just great, he was here the last time we had a rodeo in 2019, and people loved him, and he's coming back. So,
excellent.
Lots going on.
I love coming down, and it's quite the social scene. You know, when you make your entry and you come walking up and you come up into the grandstands, and you always see friends of yours that you know, smiling and waving, checking everything out. One thing I wanted to talk about that you had just mentioned, the dirt. Now, a lot of people just look out at the dirt here and they're like, oh, yeah, it's dirt, it's a rodeo. You have like the world's best dirt, I understand.
We do. This is award-winning dirt, and the facilities folks who take care of this dirt just do an amazing job. We have gotten awards for it, and it's so important because the rodeo riders that we get are the professional cowboys and cowgirls. They come in. They've got very high-dollar horses, and the rough stock that we have is world-renowned. So the dirt has to be the right surface. It has got to hold them just right. It can't be slick. Lots.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of variables. And I was fortunate enough one time to stand right next to the chutes for the bull riding when they open up the chute, and I couldn't believe it when those bulls come out of the chute. They actually disperse energy. Like, it's like standing next to someone that has like loud bass speakers in their car. You can like feel the energy.
Right.
And we're going to be feeling the energy here very soon. I have to mention though, the rodeo clown. That's one of my favorite things. Like, we have some of the most notorious rodeo clowns that come here.
We've got the rodeo clowns and we've got the bullfighters. The bullfighters are the two guys dressed like clowns who make sure the bulls don't hurt anyone, and then the rodeo clowns entertain the
they entertain.
Crowd.
So funny,
We have really high caliber folks here, and we always are hearing the comment, "Wow, this is not like your usual Thursday night rodeo." It's
one year I remember the rodeo clown, or he might have come with the bull riders themselves. He actually jumped his dirt bike like over his truck and trailer.
Right,
I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This guy is like world class. And a lot of people also don't realize that, these guys are athletes, the bull riders. I mean, you talk about people that risk their hide, and a lot of them, they ride injured. Like, you'll see them back there taping things up, and man, they get back on there. They are a tough bunch.
It's intense. They're athletes, and the animals are athletes.
Yes.
They're really well cared for. The horses and the bulls and the cows, they all are taken good care of, and they're strong athletes. And
They
you
are.
can see they're performers too. So.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, because that is one of the things when I was back there, they get the draw. The Cowboys don't pick their bulls. They get put a lot. And there was like some excitement and some anxiety amongst them, like, oh, you got him, it was really good. What does this mean for the county and for you personally, to see this come back and actually to have this amenity and to have this event?
This is our Western heritage, the Siegel County Fair and Rodeo. We were an ag community first and foremost. We still have those really strong roots here. It's what people think of when they think of Western Colorado. We see these big open spaces. A lot of them, those spaces are ag land, and so it's a way to really appreciate that Western heritage. I grew up here. I was a 4-H kid. I used to ride in the rodeos, not this rodeo.
Yeah.
And so it's just part of our heart and our soul. It's who we are. And it's the one event that draws people throughout the county, from the east end of the county all the way over to Basalt and Aljabel, visitors, community members. Everybody comes. Everybody's a part of this. The 4-H fair, the open class, if you make beer, if you grow carrots, if you quilt, whatever you do, if there's not a category for it, we'll make a category for it. You can enter it and have it judged. So it's
so
really
cool.
a community event.
It really is. And before we did wrap it up, I did want to touch one more time on the 4-H aspect of it. I was really pleasantly surprised to discover that, I've always thought if you wanted to be in 4-H, you had to have farmlands and you had to have this, to bring your chickens. If there's a parent out there that wants to get their children involved in 4-H, you can actually keep your animals here, work with your animals here. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it's huge. And 4-H, you may or may not know, stands for head, heart, hands, and health. Kids learn all sorts of things besides care of the animals. And there is a 4-H barn. It's a red barn here at the fairgrounds. If you don't have a place on your property, if you're a city kid, you can have an animal, you can put it in the 4-H barn. You're responsible for feeding it, caring for it, training it, figuring out how to show it. But there's a spot for you so you can have that experience.
That is amazing.
And you
Seriously.
can make money at the 4-H auction. So people come to that 4-H auction Saturday afternoon, and these kids earn money for college.
I have seen some pigs and some cattle go for the price of a new car, just about.
Exactly.
So they can. Kathy, as we wrap this up, tickets, maybe people are nervous it's going to sell out. Should you pre-buy tickets?
You should pre-buy tickets. Go to eaglecounty.us and look for Fair and Rodeo. You can buy your tickets online and get them now because they're going to be hot sellers. I did also want to say thank you to our community sponsors. We have just great sponsorships, and I heard from Tanya that we have more than 2019, more sponsors than we did in 2019.
Yes.
So we're really excited, and we really thank the community for their support.
And people can still invest too. You can still become a sponsor.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank
I
you.
love living in Eagle County.
Me too.
It's just the best. And the River Park right here, it is so much fun. Kathy, thank you once again.
Thank you.
So make sure that you come on down here, get your cowboy on. Eagle County Fair and Rodeo returns to Western Eagle County once again. For the Vail Daily Live, this is Ken Hovey. See you out there in the arena. Yeehaw.
All right, thanks, Ken. Yep, and you can check out that rodeo coming July 21st through the 24th next week. We're excited that it is back this year. But right now, we are excited that Xterra is back this year as well. And Ty Diaz is standing by in Avon with not one, not two, but 3 mid-Oz. Are they all competing? Hi, guys.
We will find that out. It is back. We're talking about the world's leading off-road triathlon, Xterra, happening in Beaver Creek this weekend. And here to tell us more about what's happening with this event, I'm here with the Messiah, with the mid-Oz. I have Josiah, I have Porter, and Sullivan. I just met them today. And yes, you guys are competing in the Xterra Triathlon Off-Road this weekend and in all the events. And they compete in a lot of other events too. But let's get a listing of all the events as a family that you all compete in.
Mostly endurance stuff. We do all the local races, the mountain bike series, we do the Dunkin' Dash series, and then these guys are really focused on their school sports.
Yeah.
Let you guys talk.
I have basketball, cross country, track. Yeah, and I do cross country as well, track and Nordic skiing in the winter.
So we were talking off camera, and Josiah made the comment, let's not fail, guys, because we're standing on the deck here at Nottingham Park, the launch area for paddle boats and any of the floating devices. But behind the guys is the drop-in for the swimming portion of this event. And Josiah said, let's not get TikTok famous and fall off of this deck. So I decided to ask the guys, you know, when it comes to Instagram and TikTok and all the stuff that's happening in social media hype, and these guys are the local kids representing here, do they draw the parallel of all the popular stuff happening in social media? And your responses were, yeah, you see the parallel.
Yeah, a little bit.
And so in front of your friends, you know, that you're on the show and you get the publicity, and as athletes, how does it feel to get this level of exposure following your dad as well?
It's a little nerve-wracking, but this community is small, so everyone knows everyone, which is nice.
We've talked with Josiah often on the show, asking about how competitive it is at home with the mid-Oz. And so now that you guys are here, what is it like to be in the competition with your dad and to compete, you know, for your dad's title? Because I believe you've kind of made some of his successes on your own.
Yeah, it's fun to race this Xterra. It's fun to race with a bunch of other people. Yeah.
How do the mid-Oz train for all of these events? As you know, as a family, what is it like? Like who pushes who?
Yeah, just all local series, fun, competitive. I would say I always push Sully early on. Now those two are kind of going at it more.
Nice, very nice.
We all push each other.
Very good. Is this your first Xterra for Porter and Sullivan?
I've done the full race once before, 2 years ago, and I did a shorter course twice before that.
Yeah. So this will be our first time, all 3 of us doing the full distance Xterra. So
wow.
These kids, they grew up, you know, with Xterra.
Yeah.
You know, I've traveled the world with them, and they've seen it, you know, firsthand. And so it's pretty natural for them to jump in. But I think to compete is a little bit different than to watch. So.
And how do you feel to be competing, with the kids out there as the dad? I mean, this is where it all starts.
Yeah, I mean, now I'm just proud of these guys no matter how it goes. But the first time they jumped in one of these, I was nervous for the swim because I know how challenging the swim is for me. So the first time that Sullivan did the sprint distance, I walked along the shore and made sure that he was okay.
Okay.
And, he gets out and say, "Oh, are you okay? Did you have any trouble breathing? Did you have any panic in the water?" And he's like, "No, why would I, Dad?" I'm like, "Okay, I guess you're fine." So no, now I feel confident in their abilities, and it's fun to watch them.
And you were hosting the training course for this at the Westin this past month. And were you guys in that training as well? For the swimming portion at the Westin?
Yeah, we did a 6-week swim training, but not these guys.
No. I swim in the Westin every once in a while, which is nice. But
yeah, we do our pool swimming at the Westin, and we've been doing a lot of lake swimming right here at Nottingham Lake.
With the competitive spirit and as the Meadows out there this weekend on the course, the swim, the biking, the running, how are you guys coming after each other to push each other for that event? Who's claiming to cross the line first? I mean, what's the bragging and the trash talking going on?
Yeah, definitely just trying to do our best at each event.
We'll be watching the splits when we get
there. For sure.
A lot of times we'll do one of these races and we'll say, "Hey, did you see that run split that I did 5 seconds faster than you?" And so there's a little bit of talking after the race.
That's awesome. And Josiah, we were watching some of the past footage with you coming across the finish line in Beaver Creek. You don't normally finish crossing the line on your own. You kind of bring the family with you. You've done that before. So who are we not seeing in the Mid-Oz that normally crosses the finish line with you?
Yeah, so we've got Larson, our 11-year-old daughter, and she'll be out there spectating, but she's not racing yet this year. She's actually riding her bike to Eagle Vail swim team right now as we speak.
That is awesome. All right, this weekend.
So she's reluctantly,
following
the footsteps.
Oh, so competitively?
Well, she's a little further away from the footsteps.
And you started at a very young age too, didn't you? With all the
I started endurance sports early, but I didn't get into triathlon until I moved to Colorado. So I was kind of late with the swimming.
You have a lot of fans that had grown up with you. They followed your career, learning about you and hearing about you at a very young age that are now competing against you. But Trisha, always reminds me to ask you, and now to ask the Mid-Oz, to have Beaver Creek, this course in Xterra in your own backyard. How does that feel? I mean, this is home court rule in a sense.
Yeah, it's awesome. Definitely makes it less nerve-wracking, more comfortable, especially swimming around Nottingham where we've just jumped off the dock here so many times. The trails. Yeah, we know all the trails. We bike for fun, run for fun on all the trails that we'll be racing on. So it's super comfortable. I look forward to it.
And on the encouraging side, for people who are beginners and they're a fan of the whole family in this Xterra, encourage. What would you have to say if anyone would care to get started? The younger people, anyone new, the beginners.
Just try it out. I mean, just get in the water and I think it's fun. Just do it for fun.
Excellent.
And for the locals here, the locals are strong in this event, and it's the environment. The mountain biking that people do every day is very similar to what we do in the Xterra. The swim can be an obstacle for some people, but we've got some good local pools, and we've got a local Dunkin' Dash series right here in Nottingham Lake. And so, just break down those barriers and give it a shot.
And this evening, there's the Xterra biking with the Xterra family, all going towards a great cause. Are you a part of this biking this evening too?
The Cycle Effect.
The Cycle Effect.
That's Tamara Donaldson and Brett Donaldson are putting that on. So we've got a busy day, but we probably won't make it to that one.
You sure do. And I'm sure the appetites are going to be big and the sleep's going to be deep. And then waking up and just taking it on all weekend long. And if you care to get registered for Xterra, that's xterraplanet.com. Trisha Swenson, what would you have any questions for us?
Well, you know what? I think it's so cool that you guys are all racing together. And I can imagine once the race begins, it's take no prisoners. I mean, you guys it's all for one for all, right? I know that you guys are competitive. You're family, but I know you're competitive, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, race face is totally different than what you see right now.
Yeah, in fact, Josiah, didn't you and Sullivan, weren't you head-to-head on the Davos mountain bike race?
Yeah,
What happened
close
there?
Race. I had a little mishap, but it was close. It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We crossed wheels and Sullivan went down, and I was torn. You know, the fatherly instinct or the competitive instinct, and it was a race, so competitive instinct won out.
I know.
We
Well,
thank
we're
you all very
so
much for coming on. Trisha, is there more?
yeah. No, that was great. That was great.
Thank you all very much. A pleasure meeting you guys. I'll start here and here. Just always a pleasure interviewing with you for years. We'll be right back with more Vail Daily Live.
All right, thanks. So cool to see this family growing up. And what's neat is in their neighborhood, those kids have always been out running, out setting their own obstacle courses in Eagle Vale at the Deer Boulevard Park. You know, even if their dad wasn't an uber athlete, I mean, these kids just have it in them to always be moving, always be enjoying it. And I like how Sullivan just said, just get out there. It's fun. Oh my gosh, that's going to be crazy. But Xterra happens again this weekend. But we're going to take it back up to Beaver Creek now. Ken Hovey is standing by at Craniology. I love their helmets in the winter. But Ken, what is Craniology doing in the summer?
Trisha, I've been waiting on you up here, ringing my bell. I got to do a quick lap with Mackenzie. I am going to discuss e-bikes. Wait till you see how we go, but check it out. Ladies first. Come on, level 5, Trisha.
Okay, yeah, the fun e-bikes, the newest rage out here. And this is right here, wherever the buses drop you off, near Christie Sports and the Covered Bridge. And the Craniology, a relatively new store here up at Beaver Creek.
Okay, enough of that fun time. Kickstands. Mackenzie joins me. Trisha, this is awesome. I didn't know they were doing this. Mackenzie with Craniology here. We are, as you can see, right next to the Covered Bridge. Come on up. Yes. Good to see you this morning. I'll take my shades off. We're two different dimensions over here. These are awesome. Yes. What's going on with the e-bikes here in Beaver Creek?
Well, riding a bike is fun, and having a motor with it is even more fun.
I'm going to have you come a little bit closer, just because I know our audio. Oh, here.
Here,
I'll get down low. This is how it works, Mackenzie. We've got to get the good audio on this, because I want to spread this message. I love e-bikes. I've become a huge fan of these over the past couple of years. It's nice to see them in Beaver Creek, because this is a great way to get around the valley.
Definitely. Grab some lunch here, take it with you, go have a picnic down by Nottingham Lake, go have a good time.
Yeah, get out there and get after it. And it's convenient because we have so many bike paths that are here. And I was surprised at the range that are on these. How far will they go?
45 miles with just the battery alone. But at the end of the day, it's still a bike.
Yeah, I think that's right. You don't have to use the E part of it.
Yeah.
They're very comfortable, big saddles. Reservations for these, do you recommend those?
We definitely recommend reservations as our inventory is limited and it's so much fun. So yeah.
This is definitely a great way to do it. And also, if you've come here and you've only rented one car and the missus is going fly fishing and the dad is going to the spa, maybe the opposite, I don't know, but it'd be nice. It's almost like having another car while you're here.
Definitely.
And it does access great fishing spots along the bike path. What is the farthest you've seen people do on these?
Up to Vail Pass and back. So coming back up the hill with some pedal assist, it's always nice to end your ride, not having to sweat all the way through.
And it's nice because this classification of bike is legal on this side of Vail Pass. So if people do want to do that climb, and then obviously on the descent, you're just kind of wearing out the brakes a little bit, but you've got that power. And also if you wanted to cruise down to Edwards, go down, I would suggest lunch at Juniper. Right?
Delicious.
Go to the golf course. So anyway, it's just a great way, and a great way to help the environment without cars. What's going on at Craniology? What else is new?
Well, we have lots of great hats. We've got
we can move.
We can move.
Yeah.
We can move. We have lots of summer accessories, hats, bags, great discounts on sale items from the winter, and some bike helmets as well.
Bike helmets. So that's the big thing. I know I have a Craniology helmet for my winter riding. Fits perfectly. I finally have a helmet that, especially with a melon like this, I was like, there's no way you have a bucket that big, but it fits perfectly. But for the summer, it's so equally as important, especially for mountain biking. Do you have full faces? Do you have full styles?
Here, we do not have any full faces, but we do have mountain bike helmets and road bike helmets.
Kids helmets?
A few kids helmets.
Few kids, yeah. Those go quickly. You definitely have to come and see them. Hours of operation if I want to stop by and pick up a bike? Or give it a little test and see if it's going to get me around?
Definitely. 10 to 6 up here. If you make reservations, we can definitely accommodate sooner. We're here for you.
I'm going for a ride. Here, Trisha, back to you. Check this thing out. Love it. Oh, you come? Mackenzie says I can make it all the way to Vail Pass and back. So I'm going to pick up a 12-pack, and I'll see you this afternoon.
All right, we'll see you in Summit County there, Ken. Yeah, it's so fun to try out these new e-bikes, and you can still pedal. Ken's having a great time. You can still pedal, so you can still get some exercise, but it does just give you that extra assist, especially when you're coming back up to Beaver Creek, or if you are going up Vail Pass. It's just a wonderful way that gives you some leg power, some lung power, especially if you're not used to this altitude. Let's face it, they're up at about 9,000 feet at Beaver Creek. Vail Pass up at, up there around 10,000 feet. So it is a nice thing to have that pedal assist. And craniology can be found once again next to the covered bridge in Beaver Creek. We're going to take it to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some weather details and let you know about live music happening tonight.
It's back. The 81st Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 21st through the 24th. Enjoy the thrill of the Great Northern Affair Carnival rides daily. Great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. Plus all the action of the PRCA Pro Rodeo. Friday and Saturday nights, kick up your heels with country singing sensation Buck Ford. Don't miss the action. Get your tickets online now for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Let's give you one more look at the weather. Ty Diaz is standing by in Avon near Nottingham Lake, and he just had a great interview with Josiah Middaugh and sons, Porter, Sullivan. Pretty amazing family, right, Ty?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan, like a lot of us are, of the Middaughs, and to now meet the rest of the family too, an amazing opportunity. So I'm very thankful and often inspired by their athleticism, their commitment, and just even observing it myself around the community, not just seeing it on TV and following it on YouTube, but they're still here. They're behind me over here, changing and getting ready to drop in and do more training for the Xterra triathlon off-road that's happening this weekend, and it's just really impressive, and just the bond that the father and the sons are displaying over there is pretty awesome. And so, as you can see, they're hanging out in the back still. I walked away. We said goodbye, but it's not goodbye. These guys, they have work to do, and they're all focused together. But let's focus on the weather right now. It's warming up here in Avon, and the wind, you're not hearing it so much crossing my microphone because, well, the Nottingham stage is kind of blocking that wind right now. But we're looking for sunshine in the forecast for today. That's what the weather is calling for. Precipitation chances holding at 0, but we've seen that before and have experienced otherwise. But the haze in our atmosphere from those western state fires, we're seeing that a bit clearer over our sky. Some of it still in our atmosphere, but looking more inviting to get out, more breathable to get out and enjoy today in the sun as we make our way up and down the valley in range of the mid to upper 70s, some areas and fields of the 80s, overnight low temperatures in the lower 40s, and keeping that breeze, that wind speed with us today too, while we're out there on the trails, while we're here in the park, while we're stand-up paddleboarding or training for Xterra out here. With the wind speed, we're looking at that 11-mile-per-hour gusts at times. As we look at the next couple of days, now we're increasing our chances for showers, still keeping sunshine in the forecast as we move into the weekend. Today being Thursday, then there's Friday, looking for those clouds to roll and increasing our chances right there. You see the numbers, the lower 20% right there. Moving into our Saturday, our Sunday, still holding for the chance of precipitation, but decreasing, and then giving us more sunshine. While you're out today doing your run, your jogs, your bike rides, remember to hydrate often. Yeah, actually drink the water. And bring something for your pets too. I watched a lot of families, often the pets, they need the water more than anything. So notice the behavior and realize that it certainly could be thirst. It is summertime out here. And again, it's going to be a gorgeous day. You can observe the meadows. They're behind me over here. This weather is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms since 1970. It's going to be a gorgeous day. Let's get out here and enjoy the day. Now back to you, Tricia.
Okay, thanks, Ty. Yeah, and you know what? How cool to have Josiah coaching those kids because Josiah, he's won this event before. He pretty much always goes to Maui to the big championship there. He's traveled all over the world with Xterra. You know, Xterra, once again, kind of started in the mid 90s and it's really become a lifestyle brand. It's really become just something, a community of people that love these off road triathlons. So we're excited to have this come back and be right there at Nottingham Park. So, Ty, we'll check in with you a minute. We got to take a break. We'll be right back with a bit more of Vail Daily Live.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With two of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
All right, before we close things out, I want to give you a quick reminder of live music going on this evening. Thursday has become the night for live music up and down the valley. Starting down valley, Show Downtown. That series continues at Eagletown Park Centennial Stage. You can bring your own lawn chairs, your picnic spreads, your own alcoholic drinks if you want. Gates open at 5:30. Show starts at 6:30. Tonight's band is 10 Years Gone, and they're a Colorado-based Led Zeppelin cover band. And then Vail Jazz returns for its 27th season, and they have Vail Jazz at Vail Square. This evening, the performer will be the Chuck Lamb. It's tribute to Dave Brubeck. You can find out more by going to vailjazz.org. This is a ticketed event that happens right next to the Air Belt, so check that out. And then down in Minturn, we've got concerts at the Little Beach Amphitheater, just an awesome community event for Minturn. And then speaking of amphitheaters, there's a newish amphitheater, a little musical area near the Eagle River, right behind Riverwalk in Edwards. And they have a whole series called Band by the River. Tonight will be Meadow Mountain playing from 6 until 8 p.m. And that's usually when the music starts a little bit earlier over at Arrowhead. The Broken Arrow Patio will be playing music from 5 to 8. That's the Thursday afternoon club. And then live music at Maya, the Maya Lookout Lobby Bar at the Westin. They have music on today from 5 to 8 p.m. and overlooking the pool and, of course, the great views of Beaver Creek. And speaking of music, Ty Diaz, we have a pop-up concert basically this Saturday, Avon Live. Normally, we're looking at Avon Live concerts on Wednesday. There's a special one coming up this Saturday.
You don't want to miss out on Avon Live, absolutely free on the main stage. I'm on the backside of that very stage, Harry Nottingham Park, and it is the Frisco Funk Collection. I had the opportunity to speak with the town of Avon a few days ago about this special edition, and it's one that you don't want to miss out on. It's absolutely free, and the music, I mean, just think about the name and imagine what they're going to bring to the stage. High energy. So why don't you grab your friends and come on down to Harry Nottingham Park on Saturday and catch this. 5 p.m. is when the setup opens. 5:30 is when the show starts. Goes until 8:45. Parking is free, but be sure to park in the designated areas on the road. You can also park on the other side of the lake at the elementary school here where the tennis courts are. These are some of the directives that we've been shared by the town of Avon. And there will also be food trucks. So you can find your beer, your wine here, and the nosh that you're looking forward to most while taking in a free show. Again, all a part of Avon Live. But where I am right now, as we're wrapping up the show, Trisha, Josiah Midon and the boys, they're out swimming right now. Dad's leading the way, and the two boys are swimming parallel to each other. And noticing around the lake here, the little white buoys right here will be completed this weekend with larger buoys for Xterra. It is a big weekend that's happening here on the triathlon off-road side. But you don't have to miss out, because this evening there's a bike ride opportunity where as a beginner you can get out and check out some of the trails on Beaver Creek this evening with Xterra as a family, and ride along, as Trisha, you were sharing with the viewers earlier, with some of these athletes that are part of Xterra. You can register right now at xterraplanet.com.
Yeah, that's really cool that they're kind of teaming up with the local nonprofit, The Cycle Effect, started by Brett Donaldson. His wife, Tam, she's been an Xterra Pro athlete for many, many years. So they're no stranger to The Cycle Effect. And it's neat that they've teamed up with them for this bike night going on up at Beaver Creek. And Ty, when you were talking about the Frisco Funk Collective and moving and grooving, they talk about yoga on the paddle boards. They do that in Nottingham Lake. It'd be cool to like dance on the paddle boards and see if you could keep your balance.
Yeah, well, I was going to bring in balance on that. I mean, I have dance moves, but I've definitely gone off the size of an SUP before on the Colorado River. I have yet to get out there. It's simply a feat of balance. So we've seen people on this water, for yoga, like you were mentioning, doing the handstands and everything. I'm impressed. I mean, like Josiah was saying, this valley is just very athletic and fit for what we do out here.
It definitely is. Well, what a beautiful day. Thanks, Ty. Thanks, Ken Hovey. I think Ken Hovey is biking his way up Vail Pass or something. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, Ty. Thanks so much for being a part of our show today. And hey, we'd love you to be a part of our show. We'd love to share your pictures, share your videos, and have you be a part of our community. We want to make sure you know what's going on. We want to make sure you're not missing out on any of the fun. So always make sure you hit like, subscribe, get the alerts, whether it's on YouTube, on Facebook. And if you can't watch us every morning, 7 to 8:30-ish, I know it's a little bit later now, you can always catch us on demand. We're on Roku, we're on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, we're in so many different ways that you can take us with you. We're also a podcast on Spotify. So if you want to get out there, if you want to do that hike this morning, yep, you can listen to the show, find out what's going on, kill two birds with one stone, as the saying goes, and get all the information while you're working out. But thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.